So Dark Souls 3 is clearly not a new game. It's pretty fucking old. By gaming standards, I guess. But I still love to run it. Um, and it seems like there are always new people coming into the Souls games. I mean, Sekiro brought new people to Bloodborne, to Dark Souls 3 that I know. So this is just some stuff that I like to do for fun. This whole build is starting on New Game 3. It's it's a good optimized build for really fast runs. It's a high dex build with the twin blades. So you'll see my stats soon, my build, and I mean my dex is I think around 80. It's off the fucking chart. So lots of damage. But this is just a way to show you how to get through the high wall without taking any hits, basically. It's a straight shot to Vordt. So if you're new to the game, there's a lot in the high wall that you probably want to do and explore. There's an Estus shard, lots of Titanite shards. I don't know about lots, definitely some. This right here, sometimes the prompt to embed the sword just doesn't pop from you. A straight sword is in the high wall. It requires 12 faith, but it's an amazing early game weapon. So there's a lot in Lothric that you want to do. You don't just want to skip the whole thing and go straight to Vordt. Unless you've died to Vordt and you want to just get back to him as soon as possible, and maybe you didn't open the shortcut. Or even if you did open the shortcut, this is a fairly reliable, safe way to go about it. I'm assuming you know how to roll and manage your stamina a little bit. So it's pretty easy. It's not hard. I mean, it gets harder to no hit or no damage some of these levels as you go on, kind of. Especially Earthil Dungeon with the jailers. I don't even fucking try, to be honest with you. The areas get somewhat harder. I would say the bosses become significantly more difficult to no hit. Yeah, definitely. Especially the DLCs. So you'll spawn in here. And I don't know what I was doing here. Just standing. Taking my time. But you'll always spawn here in front of this door. Preferably, you don't just sit and fucking stare at it like an idiot like I am. I was probably checking my phone. Or, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. So as soon as you open this door in this very dramatic fashion, you can either, when you drop down, so you can go left right here, or you can go straight. There's really no reason to go straight. I mean, there's a shard over there, I think. But really you want to go this way. And up there and around the neck of the dragon is some lightning resin, some gold pine resin that you might want. The guy that screamed will sort of wake up the other ones, so getting through quicker. Now this is kind of scary. That doesn't always happen. So right here, this is a fast way if you can avoid these enemies, and that dragon is about to shoot fire everywhere. So I never really get hit by those enemies so long as you sort of juke them, like right and then left and then to the door. And when you first start the game, you won't have as high stamina. But as long as you're managing it, it's the same principle. You'll still be able to do it. It's no problem. And this guy can be kind of a nutsack. He can kind of trap you in the door, but just run around him. There's a bonfire up there. I don't get it. Doesn't really matter. And then if you were to take this ladder down to the right, you know where the Estus shard is and the big room with the dog and everything. I'm just going to skip all this shit and spook, and then do 2 drops, 1, and then 2 to the ledge right here. And then we just go to Vordt. A spook doesn't last terribly long, so you always want to watch if you're using spook. If you pick this class, just look for the cat icon. Not brain surgery. And then you can survive this, I think, even on new game. And now Vordt. Vordt is ridiculously easy. On new game, even very, very easy. He's not a difficult boss. Just stay behind him, smack him in his ass. Pretty easy. His moves have very long wind-ups, so it's really easy to just get behind him. Be very deliberate with the attacks that you do, though. Don't just spam, because you're going to waste stamina, and you're going to want to roll out of the way. Now here I knew he was about to change, so I didn't care. But you always want to have enough stamina to roll. And that's how you no damage your way through high wall. Pretty easy.